Okay, so last class we have started exercise 15.1 and we have solved up to question number 15. So today we will be starting from question number 16 and most probably today our syllabus, that means this chapter will be over. So let's see. Question number 12. Sorry, 16. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. That means 12 defective pens were there and by mistakenly 132 good ones are mixed together. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective. That means without looking, that means directly if you see the pen, you can't say that which one will work, which one will not work. So 12 are defective, it is already said, and 132 are good pen, but you can't identify them. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Lot means group. From this total, if you take out one pen, determine the probability that the pen taken out is good one. So you have to find the probability of good pen. Okay. So we'll be saying number 16, number of defective pens. Number of defective pens equals to 12. Number of, you can say non-defective or good, your choice. So number of good pen I am writing, good pens equals to 132. So if you add both, that will be the total outcome. So we will be writing total outcomes equals to 12 plus 132 and that will equal to 144. So this is the total. In the question you need to determine the probability that the pen taken out is good pen. So we'll be saying that I'm writing it over here, you have to write in the next line. So we can write probability of good pen equals to, you will write formula, number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. If the question carry 1 marks, then you can write directly. Now you write formula. After writing the formula, so number of good pens, you can see number of good pen is 132 by total is 144. Now you have to cancel this one. How you will cancel it, up to you. We can directly cancel with 12. Okay, you can directly cancel with 12. 12 ones are 12, 12 ones are 12, 1 is there, so again it will become 12. So 12 ones are 12. Now this is 12 12s are. So your total answer will be 11 by 12. That is your final answer. Is it clear? You can cancel with other number also, no problem. You can cancel with 2, your choice, how you want to cancel. Now let's move to another question. Now another question. Question number 17. A lot of 20 bulbs contain 5 defective ones. That means they are telling you that we are having a set of 20 bulbs, but 4 are defective. So we'll say that total outcomes, right? Right, total outcomes equals to 4. Sorry, my mistake, 20. Total outcome is 20. Total 20 bulbs are there. Here it is said that 4 are defective ones. So we'll say that number of defective bulbs. This is number 1, okay? Number of defective bulbs. So that is equal to how much? How many defective are there? 4. So we'll say that number of non-defective, non-defective, or you can say good, non-defective bulbs equals to, so non-defective, how to know? From the total, if you subtract the defective ones, you will get the non-defective one. So 20 minus 4 equals to 16. So these are the non-defective bulbs. Now in the question it is said that one bulb is drawn at random from the lot. So one bulb is taken out. What is the probability that this bulb is defective? You have to find the probability of defective bulb. So we will be writing probability of defective bulbs equals to, you will write formula first. So write the formula, number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. Now here you can see that after writing the formula, you can see that how many are defective bulbs. We need to find the defective bulbs, probability of defective bulbs. How many defective bulbs are there? 4. So 4 by total is 20. So if you cancel this one, you will be getting 1 by 5. So that is your final answer. That's all. Is it clear? Now let's move to number 2, 17, number 2. Now it is said that suppose the bulb drawn in number 1 is not defective. It is not defective. That means it is good one. Okay. And is not replaced. That means we have taken out one bulb and that was good bulb. So we have kept it separately. So can I say that number of non-defective bulb before how many bulbs were there that were non-defective? 16 were there. 16 were there. You can see number of non-defective bulbs, 16 were there. But in this question it is said that one bulb was taken out and that bulb is non-defective and it is not replaced. It is not replaced. Okay, it is not replaced, that means we have not put it again. It means that before it was 16, 1 is removed. So we will be having 15 this time. Any problem? In this question, it is said that one bulb is removed and we have not kept it again. It means that before it was non-defective bulbs were 16 and defective were 4. So the bulb what we have taken out is a good one and we have not replaced. So before it was 16, 1 we have removed. That means from the good one we will remove 1. We will be having 15. Clear? Number of defective bulbs. Defective bulbs. How many defective bulbs were there? 4. So we will say that total outcomes. I am writing it here to save my page. Total outcomes. Total outcomes. Total outcomes in second case. Okay. So 15 plus 4. 15 plus 4 equals to 19. Now let's see what they told you to find next. Suppose the bulb drawn in question number 1 is not defective and is not replaced. Now one bulb is drawn at random from the rest. What is the probability that this bulb is not defective? That means we need to find probability of good bulb. Understood or not? You can write good bulb or non-defective bulbs, your choice. Equals to, already you have written formula in the question, so this time no need to write. Now you can see that in second case, what is the number of non-defective bulbs? 15 by total outcomes. What is total? 19. This number cannot be cancelled, so our final answer is 15 by 19. That's all. Now let's move to question number 18. Question number 18 is a box contains 90 discs. A box contains 90 discs. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. It has been written 1 to 90. Okay. So we'll be say the total outcomes, right? Total outcomes. Total outcomes equals to 90. Total is 90. Okay. And outcomes will be, no need to write outcomes because it will be so big. So outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, continue till 90. Okay. So total 1 to 90. 90 discs are there. Okay. Sometimes they may say that there are some discs which are numbered from 0 to 90. Sometimes they say this way, okay, there are some discs or any other thing and the numbers are marked from 0 to 90. So many students, what they do, they take total outcome as 90. That will be wrong, because 1 to 90 is 90 plus 0, it will be 91. Are you getting my point or not? So you have to think very nicely. क्वेश्चन में बोल देगा कि 0 से लेकर 90 तक नंबर लिखा गया है. So student, what they do, they take 90 as the total outcome, but that will be wrong, because number are starting from 0 to 90. 0 to 90, it will have 91 outcomes. How? 1 to 90 will be 90 outcomes, and 0 is 1. 0 is one outcome, so total will be 91 outcomes. Understood or not? Okay, so if one disc is drawn at random from the box, one disc has been taken out, find the probability that it bears a 2-digit number. A 2-digit number. Now you have to know that 2-digit number starts from what? In case of this, numbers are written from 1 to 90. So 2-digit number starts from 10. So 10 to 90, how many numbers are there? Many students, they make mistake also. What they do? They take 80. But 80 will be wrong, because total is 90. 1 to 9 are 1-digit number. So 9 numbers are 1 digit. Rest will be 2 digit. That means total will be 81. 81 plus 9 will be 90. Understood? So we'll be saying number 1. Number 1. Probability of 2-digit number. 2-digit number. You will write formula. So write formula, number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So 2-digit number will be 81. 81 by 90. Now you can cancel this one with 9. So 9 nines are and 9 tens are. So this is your answer. Now number 2. Next time no need to write formula. Number 2. A perfect square number. Perfect square number. So probability of perfect square number. So perfect square you have studied in class 8. Perfect square means 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square, 16 is a perfect square, 25 is a perfect square. This way you have to go. 1, no need to write in copy, just you have to think. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. Next will be 100. 100 is not present here. 0 to 90 are there. So 100 we can't take. Total is 9. Understood? So you can count this way. So 9 by 90. When you will cancel, you will be getting 1 by 10. Is it clear? Now number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Probability. So number 3, it is said that a number divisible by 5. So probability of number divisible by 5. So how many numbers are there that is divisible by 5? So you have to count it. 18. So there are 18 numbers. 18 numbers. And total will be 18, you can count it, okay? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This way you can count up to 90. So you will be getting 18 numbers. So 18 by 90, and if you cancel this one, you will be getting 1 by 5. So that is your answer. Is it clear? Next, probability of number 5. number 5. This is from my side. I'm giving you from my side. This is extra question. Probability of number 5. So probability of number 5. What will be the probability of number 5 or digit 5? So that will be 1 by 90, because we are talking about number 5. So total outcomes is 90 and the outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is only 1. Are you getting my point or not? So 5 is only 1. That means 1 digit. So we will be having probability of number 5 equals to 1 by 90. Now if I say that this is over, okay, now number 4, sorry, number 5, this is from my side. Probability of getting digit 5. So probability of getting digit 5. Now this is for you. Now you think nicely. How many will be there? Try to answer. Pause your video, think nicely, and kindly observe that your answer is correct or not. Now after thinking, now see here. We are telling to in the question it is said that probability of getting digit 5. You should get 5. Okay. We are talking about digit 5. It means that 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 by 90. So if you are thinking 9 by 90, that will be wrong. Why? 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, then we can take 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 already I have taken, 56, 57, 58, 59. Are you getting my point? So now you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we are having 18. Understood? Understood? So your answer will be 18 by 90. And if you write, again you will get 0. Again you will get 0. Now why? Just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 55 is 2. There are 2 5 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 by 90 will be your answer. Understood? So this is your correct answer. 9 by 90 or 18 by 90, whatever you are thinking, that will be wrong. It will be 19 by 90. That's all. Okay? Now let's move to another question. Let's move to another question. Now in question number 19, this one I will not write. You will do it by your own. I will help you. So here it is said that a child has a die. Die means dice. Okay? Like Ludo. You have seen Ludo's dice, right? So that die. Die whose 6 faces shows the letter as given below. So one of the side it is being written A, B, C, D, then E, then again A. So we'll be writing outcomes. So write outcomes. 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 Outcomes you will write A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E, comma A. These are the outcomes. Then you will write total outcomes. Total outcomes will be 6. Total outcomes will be 6. Now in the question it is said that the die is thrown once. What is the probability of getting A? So number 1 you write probability of A. That means P bracket A bracket close equals to. You will write formula for the first time. If it is 1 marks question, you can write directly. So A, how many A are there? So 2 by 6, 2 by 6, and when you will cancel this, you will be getting 1 by 3. 1 by 3. And number 2, probability of D. So D, how many D's are there? So that will be 1 by 6. That's all. Number 2, probability of D will be 1 by 6 because there is only 1 D. That's all. Finish. Now question number 20 is not from the examination point of view. Already it has been given, star mark is been given, and at the bottom of the page you can see note is been given. Not from the examination point of view, but we will solve. Okay, here it has been given. Suppose you drop a die, is this type of question may come in exam. Okay, so suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region shown in figure 15.6. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with the diameter 1? So I am drawing it over here. You don't draw, okay? So wait little minute, wait for a few seconds. This is 3 meter, this is 2 meter, and the diameter is 1 meter. Okay. So this is the diagram. You can see that this is a rectangle. In the question it is said that what is the probability that it will land inside the circle. That means inside this circle it will land. So inside these things are called the area. Inside this circle, whatever we are having, that is called the area. So we should know the area of a circle. And this circle is present inside the rectangle. So rectangle will be the area of rectangle will be the total outcome. Is it clear? So we'll be writing number 20. So we can write directly. Already diameter has been given. Diameter of a circle has been given 1 meter. So definitely radius will be 0.5 meter. 0.5 meter. Other units are meter. So okay, we can take. Okay. So okay, I am representing in a proper way. In exam, if the question come for 1 marks, it's up to you how you want to represent. Okay. So I'm writing step by step. Radius of a circle. Radius of a circle is 0.5 meter. It will be half of 1. Then length of a rectangle. Length of a rectangle. Length of a rectangle is 3 meter. Breadth of a rectangle. I am giving comma, you don't give comma, okay? Breadth is 2 meter. You need to find the probability that it will land inside the circle. That means area of this one, okay? So we'll say that probability of landing inside, probability of landing inside the circle equals to, now landing inside the circle, that means circle will be the favorable outcome. So landing inside the circle, that means inside the circle whatever we are having, that is the area. So we'll say that area of a circle divided by, now this area is lying inside a rectangle. So area of a rectangle. Now I'm writing it over here. You can start just below the equal. I'm saving my page. So area of a circle is pi r square, and this is L into B. Okay. Next line you will write at the bottom. If that means just below this one, you will be writing each and every step. I am writing over here. Pi I am keeping as pi. R is 0.5 into 0.5. R square. By length is 3 and breadth is 2. Any problem? Any problem? Now pi is pi. I am writing this as 5 into 5 by 3 into 2 into 10 into 10. I am removing this decimal and I am bringing this decimal bottom. I already told you that if something is there, decimal in the numerator, decimal means 1, and after the decimal how many digits are there, that will be the number of zeros. So in first case it will be 10, in another case also it will be 10. Now we can cancel this one, 5 ones are 5 twos are, 5 ones are 5 twos are. Now other numbers are not divisible, so I can write this one as pi by 3 to the 6, 6 4 the 24. So our answer is this. Is it clear? So after solving, you will be getting pi by 24. So this is your answer. If somebody leaves this answer here, it's okay. But if somebody want to solve further this, you can solve, your choice. What you can do, pi can be written as 22 by 7. So 22 I am writing on the top, 7 I will write in the denominator and into 24. Any problem? If you solve till here, that is also correct. But if you want to solve further, that means if you want to substitute the value of pi, we can substitute, no problem. So I have written pi as 22 by 7 and 24 was in the denominator, so I have written here. Any problem? Now this can be cancelled, 2 ones are 2 ones are, and this can be 12. Now you can multiply this one, I am writing it over here. Numerator it will remain 11 and in the denominator if you multiply it will be 84. So that means your answer will be 11 by 84. It means that if somebody has solved and if he or she has written 11 by 84, that is correct. If somebody has written pi by 24, that is also correct. So both are correct. Fine. Now question number 21. It is same like the defective bulb and pen. So you will try it by your own now. So pause your video and start solving this answer. Once your answer is over, you can play your video and you can hear what will be the answer. So do it by your own. So when you will finish solving your answer, you will see that your first answer of probability of buying it will be 31 by 36. That means you will be having 124 by 144. You will cancel that one. So you will be getting 31 by 36. And the second one of not buying it equals to, it will be 5 by 36. So that is the final answer. Now question number 22. Question number 22 we'll do afterwards. First we will do question number 23. When I will teach you question number 24, then only I will teach you question number 22 because they are related to one another. So I don't want to waste my time. Together we will do that. But first we will be trying to solve question number 23. So question number 23, it is said that a game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times. That means 3 times we will toss the coin and whatever the outcomes will come, we'll write it. Okay, one coin is been tossed 3 times and whatever outcome it will come, we will write it. Like suppose we have tossed a coin, we got head. If we toss second coin, again head, third, again head. That means we can get head, head, head. Or it can be head, tail, head, or it can be head, head, tail. So this way whatever things can become, we don't know. Okay, and noting its outcome each time. Hanif win if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 head or 3 tail. That means the chance of winning Hanif, he will win, he or she, whoever it is, that person can win only if it consists 3 head or 3 tail. That means if it is coming 3 head, that person will win. If it comes 3 tail, again it will win. Okay? Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. You have to find the probability of losing the game. So let's see. First of all, we'll be writing outcomes. So question number 23. So write outcomes. What are the things going to come? This is very important question. So what are the outcomes going to come? You have to understand this very nicely. So outcomes. Your outcomes can be head, head, head. That means you may get head, head, head. You may get head, head, tail. You may get head, tail, head. You may get head, tail, tail. You may get tail, head, tail. You may get tail, tail, head. Okay? So head, 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 tail, head, tail, 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 head. Then you may get tail, head. Nothing, no number should be, no outcome should be repeat, okay? And then tail, tail, tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the only outcomes going to come. Other than this, nothing will come. You may get either 3 head or 2 head, 1 tail, then head, tail, head, tail, 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 head, tail, tail, head, head, tail, tail, tail. Now just see any of the outcome is repeating or what? Just check it. If it is repeating, that means it will not be accepted. Same thing should not be repeated. Just check it. Is there anything repeating? Just check it nicely. So when you'll observe nicely, you'll see that none of the number is repeating. So total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total outcome is 8. Total outcome is 8. Fine. Now the question is, how we will know that how many outcomes will be there? How we will know that how many outcomes will be there? I am a teacher, so I can tell you that there are 8 outcomes. But how you will say that there will be 8 outcomes or 10 outcomes or 6 outcomes? How we will say? So there is a simple technique. Try to remember that simple technique. What is that? What you are tossing? A coin. Okay? You are tossing a coin. How many outcomes does a coin have? 2. You are having 2 outcomes. So I am having 2 outcomes. Try to understand how to know what will be the, how many total outcomes will be there. So 2. Okay? If I toss a coin, we may get either head or tail. How many coins we are tossing? 3. We are tossing 3 coins. So it will be to the power 3. That means number of faces to the power how many times you are tossing. So if you toss a coin, you will be having 2 faces and you are tossing it for 3 times. That means power will be 3. So this one if you solve, you will be getting 8. Now suppose if you are tossing 2 coins. So if you are tossing a 2 coin, your faces will be 2 and you are tossing 2 times, that means 2 to the power 2. You will be having 4. That means when you toss 2 coin, you will be having head, tail, head and tail, tail. Other than this, you will not have any outcomes. Are you getting my point? Now sometimes they may ask you that question can be given this way, okay? So they will be checking your knowledge. That means how smart you are. They will tell you that a coin is tossed 4 times. A coin is tossed 4 times, what will be the total outcomes? Now many students, they will be writing 8. They will write 8. That will be wrong. We are tossing a coin. A coin have 2 faces. And how many times we are tossing? 4 times. So to the power 4. It will be 16. That means total outcomes will be 16. Is it clear? Now suppose if I throw a dice, if I throw a dice, when I will throw a dice, I will be having how many outcomes? If I throw a dice, how many outcomes I will be having? 6 outcomes. If you are thinking 6, that is correct. If I throw a dice, then our outcomes will be, total outcomes will be 6. Now, if my question is, if I am tossing 2 dice, if I am tossing 2 dice, so if I am tossing 2 dice, it means that I am having 6 faces. If I toss a dice, I will be having 6 faces. But we are tossing 2 dice, that means to the power 2. That means it will be 36. That means total outcomes will be 36. Okay? Okay. Now in the question it was said that Hanif will win if all the outcomes come, that means all the results are same. If all the results are same, it is said that Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 head or 3 tails. That means the chances of winning is this one and this one, either 3 head or 3 tail. If these two things come, then he will win. If other things come, that means if it comes this and this, then Hanif will lose the game. In the question it is said that calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. So we'll write probability of losing the game equals to, you can write formula, number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So losing the game, he will lose or she will lose when, if the result are not same, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conditions are there in which that Hanif cannot win. Are you getting my point or not? So losing will be 6 by 8 and that will be 3 by 4. So your answer will be 3 by 4. Now, very important question related to this question. So in the same question, we will be trying to solve other questions. So here, another one, you can mark it as extra or you can write number 2, your choice. Extra or number 2. Okay? Probability of. In the exam, they will tell you that a coin is thrown or tossed 3 times. Okay? Or they can be termed as 3 coins are tossed together. Both are same thing. Okay? They will be asking you what is the probability of getting at least 2 heads, at least 2 heads. Okay, so many students they make mistake here. At least means कम से कम 2 हेड होना चाहिए. ओके, कम से कम 2 हेड होना चाहिए. अगर 1 हेड होता है तो भी चलेगा, कम से कम 2 होना चाहिए. समझ आया? कम से कम 2 होना चाहिए. That means maximum you should have 2 head, not more than that. That means at least 2 head. At least means कम से कम 2 head होने से भी चलेगा, 1 होने से भी चलेगा, 0 head होने से भी चलेगा. That means here 2 heads are there. We can take this one, 2 heads, 1 heads, 1 heads, 1 heads, 2 heads, 0 heads. That means all these things can be taken. So your answer will be 7 by 8. Your probability will be 7 by 8. Now number 3, probability of getting at least 1 head. Many students they get confusion with this type of question, but you don't be confused. Okay, at least 1 head यानी कम से कम 1 हेड होना चाहिए. तो कम से कम 1 हेड होने वाला कौन कौन सा? इसमें 3 है, नहीं चलेगा. वी आर हैविंग 2, नहीं होगा. 2 नहीं होगा. कम से कम एक ये होगा, कम से कम एक होगा, कम से कम एक होगा, इसमें 2 है नहीं होगा, इसमें 0 है ये भी होगा। समझ आया? दैट मीन्स यू शुड हैव एटलीस्ट 1 हेड्स, कम से कम एक हेड होना चाहिए, एक से कम होगा तो भी चलेगा। तो वी आर हैविंग 1 2 3 and 4, that means it will be 4/8, you will be having 50% chances of getting at least 1 head. Is it clear? If I ask you what is the probability of getting no head, probability of getting no head, so no head, that means you should not have any head. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो सब में हेड है, लास्ट वाला में हेड नहीं है, that means it will be 1/8. Is it clear? Now another question, same number 4, probability of at most 2 head, at most 2 head, probability of getting at most 2 head. ठीक है, at most 2 head means ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2 हेड हो सकता है। ओके, at most maximum you should have 2 head. Is it clear? At most 2 head. So here you can see at most 2 head, ज्यादा से ज्यादा मैक्सिमम 2 हेड कितना में है? इसमें है 2 हेड, इसमें है 2 हेड, इसमें है 2 हेड, इसमें नहीं है 2 हेड। ठीक है, इसमें भी नहीं है, इसमें भी नहीं है, इसमें है 2 हेड, कितना हुआ टोटल? 4 हो गया ना, 1 2 ये हो गया 3 और वो हो गया 4, दैट मीन्स 4/8, दैट मीन्स यू विल बी हैविंग 1/2. Now same way number 5, probability of getting at most 1 head, 1 head, 1 head. So at most 1 head यानी maximum you should have 1 head, एक ही हेड होना चाहिए, एक से ज्यादा नहीं। समझ आया? At most maximum you should have 1 head. So you can see here 3 heads are here, no problem, we can't take. 2 heads, no. 2 heads, no. Here maximum 1 head is here, yes, we will take this one. 1 head is here, okay, we can take. Here also 1 head is here, okay. Here 2 heads we can't take. Here 0 head is there, yes, we can take that also. Maximum 1 होना चाहिए, minimum 0 भी हो सकता है। समझ आया? So here again you will be having 1 minute. Okay, so in question number 5, it was said that probability of getting at most 1 head. That means कम से कम एक हेड होना चाहिए, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कितना भी हेड हो सकता है, यानी 2 हेड भी हो सकता है, 3 हेड भी हो सकता है। यानी यहाँ पे इफ यू विल सी एट मोस्ट 1 हेड, इट मीन्स दैट देयर आर 7 are there in which you will be having 1 head, 2 head or 3 head. There will be only one term in which you will be having no head, and that is tail, tail, tail. So your probability will be 7/8. Is it clear? यानी आपके पास कम से कम एक हेड होना चाहिए, कम से कम, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कितना भी हेड हो सकता है। So it's up to you how many heads you want to take. So here maximum 3 heads are there. So you can take 3 heads. That's all. Now let's move to question number 24. We'll do question number 24 first, then we'll move to question number 22. So question number 24, it is said that a die is thrown twice. A die is thrown twice. I already told you that how to know the total outcomes. Many students, they say that if a die is thrown twice, then the total outcomes will be 12. I have observed many a time in exam also that student, they take total outcome as 12. That is wrong. You are having 6 faces. You are throwing twice. So that means number of faces to the power how many times you are throwing. So total outcomes will be 36. So we'll be writing here, represent this properly in your copy during the exam also, then only you can answer it properly. If the question is very simple, if you can do it directly, you can do, you are free to do. But if you are getting any confusion, then draw whatever I am doing now, okay? So we'll write outcomes. This is very important question. Outcomes. Outcomes. Now when you are throwing a coin, when you are throwing a dice, what are the things you are going to get? Write it serially the way I am writing. You may get 1 1, you may get 1 2, 1 3. Give proper gap, okay, so that it will be easy to understand. If you join together, it will become khichdi. 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. You can't get 1 7 because there are no 7, okay? So that means in first dice you are getting 1, second dice you can get 1. In first dice you are getting 1, second dice you are getting 2. This way up to 6. Now it is not necessary that every time you will be getting 1 in the first dice. You may get 2 also. So in first one you are getting 2, second you can get 1. Are you getting my point or not? So you may get 2 2 also, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5. Write one below the other, okay, then only it will be easy to understand, otherwise it is difficult. Same with 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5, 3 6. Go serially, otherwise you will make mistake. 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4, 4 5, 4 6, 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, 5 4, 5 5, 5 6. 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5, 6 6. If we'll make this one, then you can solve any question related to 2 dice. Now this is over. These are the outcomes. So total, you can see that total outcome is, total outcomes equals to 36. Is it clear to everyone? Now if you have not finished, you can pause your video and then you can write. Now in the question it is said that a dice is thrown twice. What is the probability that 5 will not come up either time? That means 5 will not going to come. Not going to come. That means there won't be any 5. Okay? So in which cases are 5 are missing? So you can see in this there is no 5, no 5, no 5. 5 is not there. There is a 5. We can't take this one. You should not get 5. Okay, so 5 will not come either time. That means none of the time 5 should come. So 1 2 3 4, leave this one. 6 7 8, sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. We can't take this one because all are containing 5. 21 22 23 24 20. We can't take, oh sorry, this is 6 6. So total is 25. Is it clear? So we'll be saying number 1, probability of not getting 5 either or either, whatever you say, either time, equals to, you know the formula, you will write formula, and then it will be what? 25 by 36. Is it clear? 25 by 36. Now number 2, 5 will come at least once. कम से कम एक बार आने से भी चलेगा, एक 5 होने से भी चलेगा, यानी ज़्यादा अगर 2 होता है तो भी चलेगा. समझ आया? एक 5 होने से भी चलेगा, 2 होने से भी चलेगा. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट और नॉट? 5 will come at least, कम से कम एक 5 होने से चलेगा, उससे कम होने से भी चलेगा. एट मोस्ट में जितना बोलेगा, जैसे कि एटमोस्ट बोल रहा है 1/5, तो एटमोस्ट मीन्स एक 5 होने से भी चलेगा, उससे ज्यादा होने से भी चलेगा. ठीक? ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड वंस अगेन. इफ इट इज सेड एटलीस्ट, यानी कम से कम उतना, उससे ज्यादा भी आप ले सकता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. लेकिन अगर बोलता है एटमोस्ट, यानी ज्यादा से ज्यादा उतना ही हो सकता है, उससे कम भी हो सकता है. देयर इज अ डिफरेंस. आप लोग लिख लेना कहीं पे, अदरवाइज यू विल गेट कंफ्यूजन. एटलीस्ट का मतलब कम से कम उतना, उससे ज्यादा होने से भी चलेगा. और एटमोस्ट का मतलब होता है मैक्सिमम उतना ही हो सकता है, उससे कम होने से भी चलेगा. देयर इज अ डिफरेंस. So you just write this difference in your copy somewhere so that you can understand. Number 2, 5 will come up at least once. That means at least एक बार तो आना चाहिए. It can come more than one time also. So you have to see that how many times there is 5. It is not necessary one time or two times. So just check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 are there. So probability of getting 5 at least once. Probability of getting 5 at least 1. Probability of getting 5 at least once equals to 11 by 36. Is it clear? Now few questions from my side. These are very important questions. I'm writing it over here. This time no need to write the formula, just write it. Okay, just write whatever I'm writing. Number 3, these are extra from my side. Probability of, you can get twin number or you can get duplet. Probability of duplet. You can get duplet or you can get twin number. Twin means what? Same. So you should get same number. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Any problem? So this will be 6 by 36. And when you will cancel, 1 by 6. Next, number 4. Probability of getting a number, probability of getting a number whose sum is more than 5. Okay, so you should get you need to find the probability of a number whose sum is more than 5. That means you have to add the number and you have to see that if they are more than 5, it should not be 5, more than 5, then only we can take this. So you can see 1 plus 1, 2, this is less than 5. Here also you can see less, this is also 5, we can't take this one. Here it is 6, we can take this one. We can take this one. Okay? Are you getting my point or not? So 1, 5, we can take this one. 1, 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. We can't take this one. Okay, because this is 5. So we are getting 5 number till now. Then we can take 6, 7, 8, 9. We can't take this also. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We are getting 26 by 36. When you will cancel, 13 by 18. Any problem? Now next, Number 5, probability of a number whose difference, I am giving one question, okay, so that you will be familiar with this. Probability of a number whose difference is less than 3. So difference must be less than 3. It should not be 3, less than 3. So if you subtract, always remember that bigger number minus smaller number. So if you subtract this one, you will be getting how much? 0. So 1, this is also 1. So we will get this also. It should be less than 3. It should not be 3. It can be 2, 0 or 1. So 1, 2, 3. We can't take this one, because if we subtract this one, we will be having 3. So we can't take this. Other are bigger. We will be getting 4. We will getting 5. So no, we can't take this one. Okay. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't take this also. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can't take this. We can't take this. We can't take this. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We can't take this, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We can take up to here. We can't take this because this will be 3, 4, 1. Are you getting my point or not? माइनस करने के बाद 3 से छोटा होना चाहिए. That means we are getting 21/36. We can cancel it by 3. 3 7s are 3 12s are. This is our answer. Is it clear? Now next, number 6. Probability of a number whose sum is more than or equal to 4. Probability of number whose sum is more than or equal to, that means more than, it should be more than 4, or if it is equal to 4 also no problem. If you are adding the number, if you are getting 4 or more than 4, both will be accepted. That means here you can see 1 plus 1, 2. This is not more than 4 or 4. So we can't take this, or I am making it little, I am taking this one as more than or equal to 7. I am taking more than or equal to 7, okay. Make it 7. More than or equal to 7. So you can see this is not 7, this is not 7, this is not 7. If you add, you will not get 7. This is 7. You can take this one. 1, 2, 3. You can't take all this. 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We are again having 21/36. You will be getting different question, okay. I am making instantly, that's why we are getting same result, no problem. But in exam, you just need to know how to solve the question. Are you getting it or not? Same way, there can be another question also, that probability of number whose difference is less than or more than whatever, less than or more than equal to something. So you have to see the difference, and according to question only you have to see the probability also. Is it clear? So this many question for this. Other questions you can try it from your other book like refresher and all, okay. Now let's move to question number 22. Question number 22 is hardly come in exam, but let's see what it has been given. Refer to example 13. Compute the following table. That means they have given this table. In exam they will not give you this way. They will be telling you that 2 dice are thrown once. Okay, and you need to make the, you have to fill up this table. So how to do this one, just check it. I'll show you in the book only. So it is said that complete the following table. A student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes. If 2 dice are thrown, these are the outcomes. Okay, that means sum of 2 dice. Sum of 2 dice will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. This will be the sum of the outcomes. Okay. Therefore, each of them has a probability 1 by 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. So no. Total total outcomes will be not like this. You can see that these are the total outcomes. If you add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on up to 12, that means there will be many more. So here it is said that sum of 2 dice. If you add 2 dice, 2 you should get. So if you add this 2, you will be getting 2 only, correct? 1 plus 1, 2. Is there any more that if you add you will be getting 2? No, so there is only 1. So that is 1 by 36. Okay. Now next is 3. Sum should be 3. This is 3. This is 3. Is there more? Is there any other? No. So it will be 2 by 36. Are you getting my point or not? So you can write this way. Now sum should be 4. This is 4. This is 4. This is 4. So 3 will be there. Is it clear? So that will be 3 by 36. Same way you can do other also, this table. Okay. So last question of this exercise, you can try it by your own. That is very simple question. You can try it by your own. That will be your homework. So that's all for today's class. Thank you very much.